I come before you now, Jesus, with a heart open and tender, inviting your gentle presence into this sacred space. As I speak softly, I want to bless each soul listening with peace that surpasses all understanding. May your light surround you like a warm, comforting embrace. In this quiet moment, I invite you to feel seen, loved, and held by the one who knows you best. If your heart feels moved, I gently encourage you to like this prayer as a sign of your openness to receive His grace. And if you feel called, subscribing here can be a quiet way to keep returning to this sacred space, to nurture your spirit and deepen your connection with Jesus. You are not alone on this journey. If you wish, leave a gentle whisper of a prayer, request, or a reflection in the comments below, so we can lift those intentions together in love and faith. Now, let us pray. Jesus, I come to you with a heart laid bare, seeking shelter beneath your wings. I surrender my worries and fears, knowing you are the refuge where I find my rest. I trust in your perfect timing and your unfailing love. As I breathe in your presence, I feel a gentle peace beginning to weave through my soul. Thank you for being my constant companion, my safe harbor in the storms of life. I am grateful for the quiet moments where I can simply be with you, where words fall away and your love speaks directly to my heart. In this stillness, I open myself to your protection, asking that your holy light surround my home, casting out shadows and filling every corner with your peace. May every wall, every window, every door be guarded by your grace, keeping harm far away. I ask that your angels stand watch, silent and strong, over the places where I rest and gather with those I love. As I continue to invite your presence in, I feel a gentle warmth spreading, a reminder that I am never alone and that my home is a sanctuary made holy by your love. Jesus, help me to trust more deeply, to rest more fully in your care, knowing that you hold all things in your hands with tender mercy. As we continue to rest in His presence, I feel a deepening sense of surrender washing over me. I release control, knowing that you are the shepherd who tends my needs with perfect wisdom. Even when the path is uncertain, I choose to walk with faith, trusting that your guidance is sure. Thank you for the hope that blooms in my heart like a quiet flame, steady and bright. I ask for your peace to reign not only in my home, but within me. Calm my restless thoughts, soothe my anxious spirit, and fill me with the assurance that you are working all things for good. Help me to remember that your love is a fortress no enemy can breach. In moments of doubt, remind me gently of your promises. Let gratitude be the song rising from my heart, a melody that honors your faithfulness. As we share this sacred space together, I feel the bond of our shared trust growing stronger. I invite you to walk beside me, to hold my hand when I am weak, and to whisper words of comfort when the night feels long. May your peace settle deeply, like a soft blanket, covering my heart and home. Jesus, in your presence, I find rest and renewal. As your love flows through me, I am reminded of the sacredness of this moment, the gift of your nearness. And as we continue to open ourselves to his loving care, I want to gently encourage you once more. Dear friend, to like this prayer if it brings you comfort. Subscribing is a quiet way to stay connected, to keep returning to this place of peace when your heart longs for it. And if you feel moved, share your thoughts or a prayer request below, so that we may hold your intentions close in this sacred space. Jesus, I invite you deeper into my home, not just the walls and rooms, but into the very heart of those who dwell here. I ask that your peace reign in our relationships, that love would flow freely, healing wounds and building bridges where there has been brokenness. Teach me to walk in kindness and patience, to extend grace as I have received it from you. Help me to be a vessel of your peace, a source of warmth and light in my family and community. I surrender my need to fix or control, trusting instead that you are at work in every situation. May hope rise in our hearts like the morning sun, brightening even the darkest hours. Thank you for your faithfulness that never wavers, for your presence that never leaves. As we continue to bask in the serenity of his love, I find myself drawn into a deeper intimacy with you. Jesus, I want to know you more fully, to rest in the quiet assurance of your love. You are my refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. When fear creeps in, remind me of your promises. When weariness settles, renew my spirit with your gentle touch. I am grateful for the gift of this moment, this sacred pause where I can simply be with you. Help me to carry this peace into each day, to live from a place of trust and surrender. May your protection be a shield around my home, a light that dispels darkness and fear. I ask that your presence be palpable, felt in every breath, every heartbeat. Let this prayer be a seed planted deep within, growing into a life marked by hope, faith, and love, as we continue to rest in the embrace of his grace. Jesus, as we journey together, I ask that you continue to guide my steps and guard my heart. Help me to release any burdens that weigh me down, to lay them gently at your feet. I choose to walk in the freedom of your peace, to trust in your goodness even when I cannot see the way ahead. Thank you for the quiet strength you provide, for the courage to face each day with hope. May your peace fill every room of my home, creating a sanctuary where love abides and fear finds no place. Help me to be a beacon of your light, shining softly but steadily in a world that often feels harsh and uncertain. As we breathe together in this sacred moment, I invite you to continue shaping my heart, teaching me to rest fully in your care. And if this prayer touches your spirit, I gently invite you to like, subscribe, or share a prayer request below, so we may continue to support one another in faith. As we continue to walk in the light of His love. I feel your presence, Jesus, as a tender comfort that surrounds and sustains me. Your peace flows like a gentle river, carrying away fear and doubt. I am grateful beyond words for your unending grace, for the way you meet me where I am and lift me up. May my home be a reflection of your love, a place where kindness and peace flourish. Help me to nurture the relationships within these walls, to be patient and forgiving, to create space for healing and joy. I surrender my heart to you anew, trusting that your plans for me and my family are good. Teach me to listen more deeply, to hear your voice above the noise of the world. Let your love be the foundation on which I build each day. As we continue to rest in the sanctuary of His presence. Jesus, I am filled with hope as I offer this prayer. I trust that you are working in ways I cannot always see, weaving protection and peace through the fabric of my life and hope. Help me to hold onto this hope when challenges arise, to remember that your love never fails. May I find rest in your promises, courage in your strength, and joy in your presence. Thank you for being my constant companion, my refuge, and my peace, as we continue to dwell in the warmth of His love. Now, as our hearts remain intertwined in this sacred moment, I pray that your peace, Jesus, would rest deeply within us all. Guard our homes, protect our spirits, and fill us with your gentle, abiding love. May we walk forward in faith, hope, and trust, ever aware of your neat RNESS. May your presence continue to wrap around us like a soft, reassuring blanket, calming every fear and quieting every anxious thought. Let your love be the steady rhythm that beats within our hearts, guiding us gently through each day and night. When the weight of the world feels heavy, remind us to lean into you, to find strength not in our own efforts, but in the endless well of your grace. Jesus, as we carry this peace into the rhythms of life, help us to be patient with ourselves and with those around us. Teach us to extend the same compassion to others that you lavish upon us. When misunderstandings arise or tensions grow, may your Spirit move within us to bring healing and reconciliation. Let forgiveness flow freely, washing away bitterness and opening the way for new beginnings. In every encounter, may we be instruments of your love, reflecting the kindness and mercy that you so freely give. In the quiet moments between tasks and responsibilities, draw us close once more, that we might hear your still, small voice whispering words of hope and encouragement. When we feel lost or uncertain, be our comfort, pointing us back to the path of peace and trust. Help us to cultivate a heart that delights in your presence, finding joy not in fleeting circumstances, but in the eternal truth of who you are. Lord, I ask that you bless every person listening with a deep awareness of your nearness. May they feel your hand resting gently upon their lives, guiding and protecting, comforting and strengthening. For those who carry heavy burdens today, bring a sweet relief that only you can provide. For those longing for clarity and direction, shine your light brightly upon their path. For those whose hearts are weary, breathe new life and hope into their spirits. Let this sacred space be a refuge, not only in this moment, but throughout. The days to come, a place where the soul can return again and again to find rest and renewal. May the seeds of peace sown here grow into abundant life, touching families, communities, and beyond with the transforming power of your love. And as we continue to walk this journey together, may we always remember that we are held in your hands, tenderly cared for by the Good Shepherd. Jesus, I surrender once more to your gentle care. Teach me to trust you with all that I am and all that I hold dear. When worries arise, remind me to breathe deeply of your peace. When hope feels distant, help me to fix my eyes firmly on your promises. May my home be a sanctuary not just of walls and roofs, but of hearts united in love and faith. A place where your Spirit dwells richly and freely. As we linger in this sacred presence, may your peace settle even more deeply within us. May it be a balm to our soul, a source of courage and rest. And as we prepare to move forward from this moment, carry us gently through the days ahead, reminding us that your love never falters and your care never ceases. So now, with hearts open and spirits lifted, we remain here together, embraced by the everlasting arms of Jesus, ready to walk forward in his light and love, ever trusting, ever hoping, ever resting in the promise of his grace. As we continue to lean into the quiet assurance that he is near. Let this be a sacred rhythm in our lives, sir, daily returning to the wellspring of his peace, kindness. May each breath we take be a prayer, each step an act of faith, and each moment an invitation to dwell more fully in his presence. Jesus, as the days unfold before us like pages yet to be written, fill our hearts with courage to face whatever comes. When the road feels uncertain, be our steady guide. When burdens press heavy, be our gentle strength. Teach us to carry one another's hopes and sorrows with tenderness, reflecting the compassion you so freely pour into our lives. In the midst of life's noise and rushing, help us to carve out sacred spaces of stillness, spaces where your voice is heard above all else, where your love can heal what is broken and restore what is weary. Remind us that in your presence, we find a refuge that no trouble can invade, a peace that no storm can shake. May the seeds planted in this quiet moment take root and grow, blossoming into acts of kindness, words of encouragement, and hearts overflowing with grace. Let the light of your love shine through us, soft yet undeniable, touching those around us in ways seen and unseen, Lord. For those who feel forgotten or alone, may your presence be a tangible comfort, a reminder that they are deeply known and infinitely loved. For those carrying heavy burdens, may your peace come as a gentle rain, washing away weariness and renewing hope. For those seeking direction, may your wisdom light their path, clearly and steadily, as we walk forward together. May we remember that each day is a gift wrapped in your faithfulness. May we greet each sunrise with gratitude, each challenge with trust, each encounter with love. And when night falls, may we rest fully in your care, wrapped in the quiet assurance that you watch over us with unwavering devotion. Jesus, I give you my heart once again, asking that you continue to shape it in your likeness. Mold me into a vessel of your peace, a bearer of your joy, a reflection of your endless grace. Help me to live with open hands and a willing spirit, ready to receive all that you desire to give and eager to share that blessing with others. Let your presence be the melody that accompanies every moment, a soft song of hope, a steady rhythm of love that sustains and uplifts. And as we remain here, in this sacred space of shared faith and quiet surrender, I invite you to keep drawing us closer, deeper into the mystery of your loving embrace, where fear is replaced by trust, doubt by faith, and loneliness by the warmth of your abiding presence. So with hearts united and spirits lifted, we rest in the gentle arms of Jesus, ready to carry forth his peace into the world, ever mindful that we are held, cherished, and never alone, as we continue to walk this path together, softly leaning into the gentle rhythm of his grace. May every step we take be guided by his wisdom, every breath a reminder of his abiding presence. When challenges rise like waves, may we find strength, not in ourselves, but in the quiet assurance that Jesus walks beside us. Steady and true, let his love be the light that illuminates our way, even in the darkest moments. May it shine through our actions and words, reflecting his kindness to those we meet. Help us to be instruments of his peace, carrying his gentle touch into places of hurt and uncertainty, offering comfort where it is needed most. In the stillness of this moment, I ask that your Spirit, Jesus, continue to nurture the seeds of hope and trust planted within us. Let them grow deep roots, anchoring us firmly in your truth, so that when the winds of doubt blow, we remain steadfast, Teach us to listen more intently to your voice, that we might discern your will and follow with open hearts. For every listener who carries a heavy burden or walks through a valley of shadow, may your presence be their sanctuary. Surround them with a tangible sense of peace that quiets the restless mind and soothes the weary soul. Pour out your healing love into every broken place, renewing strength and restoring joy. Help us, Lord, to be patient with ourselves when we falter, and gracious with others when they stumble. May forgiveness flow freely within our hearts and across our relationships, breaking down walls and building bridges of reconciliation. Let our homes be havens of compassion, where understanding flourishes and grace abounds as we move forward. From this prayer, keep us mindful of the sacredness of each moment. May we carry the gentle calm of your presence into every interaction, every decision, every quiet pause. Let your peace be the steady cadence of our lives, a refuge that sustains us through all seasons. Jesus, I lift up all the hopes and fears held quietly in the hearts of those listening now. May your gentle hand rest upon each one, guiding, comforting, and encouraging. For those seeking clarity, shine your light brightly on their path. For those longing for connection, draw near with your tender love. For those feeling overwhelmed, breathe your calm deeply into their spirits. Let this shared prayer be a sacred thread, weaving us closer together in faith and hope. May it remind us that none of us journey alone, that we are held in the embrace of a love that never lets go. And as we continue to dwell in this place of sacred rest, may our hearts remain open, our spirits receptive, our lives transformed by the quiet power of His presence. So now, as we gently rise from this moment of prayer, I invite Jesus to remain with us, walking beside us, whispering words of encouragement, holding us close through every joy and trial. May your peace be our constant companion, your love our guiding light, and your grace the foundation upon which we build each new day. With hearts full of hope and hands ready to serve, we step forward into the unfolding story you are writing. May we do so with courage, faith, and a deep, abiding sense of your presence carrying us onward. As we continue to rest in the gentle assurance that your grace is sufficient for every need. Let our hearts beat in rhythm with your loving kindness, steady and sure, even when the world around us feels uncertain or overwhelming. Remind us, Jesus, that in your presence there is fullness of joy, and at your right hand, pleasures, forevermore. As we face each new sunrise, help us to embrace the day with a spirit of gratitude, taking time to notice the small miracles woven into ordinary moments. Warmth of sunlight, the laughter of a child, the quiet beauty of a breath drawn deep. Teach us to pause often, to return our gaze to you, the source of all life and love, from whom all blessings flow. when challenges come, as they surely will, may we not be shaken, but rather draw closer to you, leaning on your everlasting arm. Fill us with a courage that is not our own strength, born of trust in your sovereignty and goodness. Let our faith be a quiet flame that burns steadily through the night, illuminating the path even when the way seems dim. Jesus, in the midst of the busyness and noise of life, grant us the gift of stillness. Help us to create sacred spaces within our hearts and homes where your voice can be heard clearly, where your love can be felt deeply. May these places become havens of peace and renewal, sanctuaries where weary souls find rest and broken hearts begin to heal. Surround us with your angels, both seen and unseen, who guard and guide us on this journey. Let your Spirit move powerfully within us, renewing our minds, healing our wounds, and filling us with hope that does not disappoint. May our lives be living prayers, expressions of your mercy, grace, and unending love for every soul listening. I pray that you would meet them exactly where they are. For those who are weary, breathe new strength into their bone. For those who are searching, reveal yourself in ways tender and sure. For those who are hurting, be their comfort and healer. And for all, may your peace deep, abiding, and unshakable be their portion today and always. Help us, Lord, to carry this peace beyond this moment, spreading it like a gentle breeze into our families, friendships, workplaces, and communities. Let kindness flow from us naturally, forgiveness come easily, and love abound without condition. May we be reflections of your heart, vessels through which your light shines brightly. As we continue this journey of faith together, knit us ever closer in unity and love. Bind our hearts with cords of compassion and understanding, and inspire us to encourage one another daily. Let this shared prayer be a foundation upon which we build lives marked by hope, joy, and unwavering trust in you. Jesus, keep teaching us to walk humbly with you, to listen deeply, and to serve wholeheartedly. May we always remember that our worth and security rest not in our achievements or possessions, but in your unchanging love and grace. When doubts arise, anchor us in your truth. When fears threaten to overwhelm, be our steadfast refuge. And now, as we remain here in this sacred space, I invite your Spirit to continue moving within you as stirring our hearts, opening our eyes and strengthening our hands to do your work. May the peace we have received flow outward, touching lives and transforming hearts wherever we go. May the hope planted here grow ever stronger, blossoming into a life lived fully in the light of your love. So, with quiet confidence and open hearts, we journey on, resting continually in your care, trusting wholly in your promises, and embracing the abundant life you offer. And as each day unfolds, may we walk forward together, gently held and gently led by the one who is our peace, our joy, and our everlasting hope, as we continue to draw near, leaning softly into the quiet strength of your presence. In this sacred closeness, may our souls find the rest they long for, the peace that the world cannot give nor take away. Let your love be the gentle current beneath our every step, carrying us steadily forward, even when the path feels uncertain or steep. Jesus, help us to cultivate hearts that are tender and open, ready to receive the whispers of your Spirit. Teach us to listen not only with our ears, but with our very being, so that your truth may settle deeply within us, like a balm for weary soul. When doubts arise or fears press in, remind us gently of your promises steadfast, sure, and unchanging. May these assurances be the foundation upon which we build our hope, firm and unshakable, in moments of silence and stillness. May we become more aware of your nearness, the soothing presence that neither slumbers nor sleep. Let this awareness transform our daily rhythms, turning ordinary tasks into acts of worship and simple breaths into prayers of gratitude. Help us to see your hand at work in the small details of life, the subtle ways you provide and protect. For those whose hearts feel heavy with burdens too difficult to bear alone, I ask that you pour out your comfort abundantly. Surround them with a tenderness that quiets the noise of worry and soothes the ache of loneliness. May they sense your arms wrapped around them, holding them close through every trial and tear. Fill their spirits with a hope that springs eternal, a light that cannot be dimmed. Jesus, as we walk alongside one another in this shared journey of faith, may we be instruments of your peace and grace. Help us to extend kindness, even when it is hard, to offer forgiveness freely, and to bear one another's burdens with compassion. Let our homes and communities become places where your love is visible and tangibly refuge from the storms and a beacon of hope. Teach us humility, that we might acknowledge our need for you each day. When pride tempts us to rely on our own strength, gently redirect our gaze to you, the source of all power and wisdom. In our weakness, make your strength perfect, that we might reflect your glory not through our achievements, but through our dependence on your grace. May the seeds of faith planted here grow into deep roots, anchoring us firmly in your truth. Let our lives bear fruit that blesses and uplifts, evidence of a heart transformed by your love. As we continue to nurture this sacred connection, may we find courage to face each new day with joy and expectancy, confident that you are with us. Always, Jesus, in the quiet unfolding of our days. Help us to be ever mindful of your presence nearer than our own breath, closer than our own heartbeat. May your peace guard our minds and hearts against the turmoil of the world. and may your joy be our strength and song. Let gratitude rise from our lips like incense, a fragrant offering pleasing in your sight. For those walking through valleys of uncertainty, be their steadfast guide and light. For those longing for healing, be their gentle physician and balm. For those seeking rest, be their resting place and refuge. And for all who gather here in spirit, may your peace, which surpasses understanding, guard their hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. As we stand in the warmth of your embrace, may we never forget the depth of your love that knows no limits and holds no conditions. Teach us to love others with the same grace and patience you have shown us, that our lives might be living testimonies to your mercy and kindness. Now, as this sacred moment lingers, I invite your Spirit to continue weaving threads of peace and hope through the tapestry of our lives. Let your presence be a constant source of comfort and strength, a gentle whisper that calms every fear and quiets every restless thought. May the light of your love shine steadily, guiding us onward with unwavering faith. And as we move forward from this place of prayer, may the calm assurance of your care remain with us, an ever-present companion through all seasons of life. Bind us together in unity and love, that we might encourage and uplift one another, bearing witness to the transformative power of your grace. Jesus, keep our hearts soft and our spirits willing, that we might follow wherever you lead. Help us to embrace each new day with hope, to face challenges with courage, and to walk humbly with you all our days. May our lives be reflections of your endless mercy and a testament to the peace found only in you. So here we remain, gathered in your presence, cradled by your love, and sustained by your grace, ready to step forward with renewed hope and quiet confidence as we continue to listen deeply to the gentle whispers of your Spirit within us. May each breath be a sacred invitation to draw nearer, to rest more fully in the shelter of your presence, where every worry dissolves and every fear finds its healing. In this sacred closeness, let our hearts unfold like tender petals, open to the warmth of your love that never dims nor fails. Jesus, as we walk this journey together, help us to carry the light of your peace into every corner of our life. When the world feels harsh or confusing, may we be beacons of your calm assurance, reflecting the steady glow of your kindness and truth. Teach us to meet others with gentleness, to speak words that heal rather than harm, and to extend grace freely just as you have lavished it upon us. In moments when the noise of life threatens to overwhelm, draw us back to stillness. Help us to pause, to breathe, and to remember that you are our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of need. May this sacred rhythm of coming back to you become a wellspring of life, sustaining us through every challenge and every joy for those whose hearts feel heavy or burdened today. Surround them with your tender mercies. Let your peace flood their spirits like a gentle river, carrying away all that weighs them down. For those seeking clarity, shine your light steadily on the path ahead, illuminating steps that may seem uncertain or difficult. For those longing for connection or comfort, draw near with the warmth of your embrace, reminding them that they are never alone. Jesus, teach us to be patient with ourselves and others, especially when grace feels hard to extend or receive. Help us to forgive freely and to love without condition, breaking down walls and building bridges where division has taken root. May our homes, our communities, and our hearts be places where your peace reigns, where healing flows, and where hope springs eternal. As we carry this prayer beyond this moment, may it take root in the fertile ground of our soul, blossoming into lives marked by faithfulness and love. Let us be instruments of your peace, gentle yet powerful, bringing your healing light into the lives of those we encounter. Keep us mindful, Jesus, that each day is a precious gifter, new chance to live in the fullness of your grace. Help us to greet each morning with gratitude, to face each challenge with courage, and to rest each night in the comfort of your unfailing love. May the knowledge of your presence infuse every moment with meaning and joy. And so, as we remain here, cradled in the quiet strength of your presence, we invite you to continue to shape our softening hearts, renewing hope and deepening our trust. May we move forward gently yet confidently, knowing that you walk beside us every step of the way. Let this sacred connection be a continual source of peace, a refuge to return to whenever we need rest or renewal. May your love be the steady melody that carries us through the days ahead, a song of hope that never fades. Jesus, we open ourselves once more to your loving care, surrendering all that we are and all that we hold dear. Teach us to live with hearts wide open, hands ready to serve, and spirits eager to receive the blessings you pour out so generously. As we journey onward, may we always remember that we are held in your eternal embrace, safe, cherished, and deeply loved. And as this moment stretches gently into the next, we rest here, hand in hand with you, trusting fully in your grace, as we continue to bask in the infinite mercy and tenderness that flow from your heart. In this sacred stillness, let every worry dissolve like morning mist, leaving only the clear, radiant light of your love to fill our souls. Help us to cling to this peace when the days grow busy and the nights feel long, anchoring ourselves in the quiet assurance that you are always near. Jesus, remind us daily that your presence is not reserved for moments of prayer alone, but is woven through every breath, every smile, every act of kindness we share. Teach us to recognize your hand in the ordinary and to respond with hearts full of gratitude and praise. May our lives be living testimonies to the hope and healing found only in you. When the weight of uncertainty presses upon us, grant us courage to step forward in faith, trusting that you go before us, preparing the way. When we falter, lift us, gently whispering words of encouragement that renew our strength and resolve. Let your Spirit be the calm within our storm, the steady heartbeat beneath our fears. For those who carry burdens unseen, who wrestle with doubts or feel the sting of loneliness, enfold them in your compassionate embrace. Let them sense your nearness as a warm and steady presence, a refuge where their souls can find rest and renewal. May your peace flood their hearts, dispelling shadows and filling them with light and hope. Help us, Lord, to be vessels of this same peace to others. When we encounter pain or brokenness, may we respond with grace and empathy, offering a listening ear, a gentle word, and hands ready to serve. Let forgiveness flow freely through our relationships, breaking down barriers and building bridges of reconciliation and love. As we move forward from this holy moment, may the seeds planted in our hearts take deep root, growing into lives marked by faithfulness, kindness, and unwavering trust in you. May the rhythm of returning to your presence become a sacred habit, a source of strength and joy that sustains us through all seasons. Jesus, teach us to walk humbly with you, to carry each day with hope, and to serve with gladness. When pride tempts us to rely on our own strength, draw us back to the wellspring, your grace. When fear threatens to overwhelm, remind us of the fortress of love you provide. In our weakness, may your power be made perfect. Let your peace be the melody that accompanies every step we take, the light that guides our way, and the love that fills our hearts. May we be ever mindful that we are held now and always in your everlasting arms, safe, cherished, and deeply known. So now, as we gently rise from this sacred space, we carry with us the quiet strength and tender hope you have planted within. With hearts full of gratitude and spirits lifted, we step forward into the unfolding days, ever trusting, ever resting, ever abiding in your love. As we walk hand in hand with you, Jesus, our refuge and our peace. Amen.